Genesis 1, verse 6. Then God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Verse 7. Thus God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. Verse 8. And God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning was the second day. Now, like I told you, the number 2 represents relationship, covenant. Therefore, this is talking about people. Now, this firmament, we can say it is a divider. Okay? And he said, let there be a divider. Let's take out firmaments, a divider in the midst, the middle of the waters. Now, in this segment, I want to tell you that waters also represent people. Okay? Nations. Now, everywhere you see the word water, in this case, you can add people. And now, if God is saying that I need to put a divider between the people, okay, maybe we should be asking why, because I told you it's 3 levels. So now he's clearly telling you that he had to divide. I talked to you about the waters with Moses and the waters with Noah and the great flood and all, but that's on that 3rd level. Now, on this 2nd level, because 2 represent relationships, he's dividing people. And so we need to see why. And Genesis, let's go to Genesis 11. He's telling us from the beginning what he had to do for folks in the end, okay? So, Genesis 11, and I'll read it out of the Living Bible. Okay, verse 11. It says, at that time, verse 1, at that time, all mankind spoke a single language. Now, that's what it said in my Bible. Now, I'm going to go them to always have another one, another kind. Now I'm gonna use Gideon. I don't have King James right by me. Okay, so and look what it says. It says, verse 1. Now the whole earth had one language and one speech. So both of these Bibles is clearly telling us that it was one language. Okay. And verse 2, as the population grew and spread eastward, a plain was discovered in the land, and the land of Babylon, and was soon thickly populated. That's what it said in my book. It said, verse 3, the people who lived there began to talk about building a great city, right? Like New York and other cities, great cities, with a temple and tower. A temple and tower reaching to the skies. A proud, eternal monument to themselves. Now, that's what my Bible says. This will weld us together. See, this will weld us together. That's why we're going to make this great city. They said. And keep us from scattering all over the world. Or well, that must have been a backwards plan or a boomerang or something, because that's exactly what we got scattered all over the world. So, I don't know. So, they made a great pile of hard, burned brick and collected bitumen to use as mortar. It's spelled Bitumen. Verse 5. But when God came down to see the city and the tower mankind was making, he said, look, if they are able to accomplish all this when they have just begun to exploit their linguistic and political unity, just think of what they will do later. Nothing will be unattainable for them. You see, that was 6, man. 7, completion of it. Come, let us go down and give them different languages so that they won't understand each other words. Okay? Verse 8. So, in that way, God scattered them, see? Them all over the earth, and that ended the building of the city. Okay, verse 9. Now, this is why the city was called Babel, because Babel means confusion, because it was there that Yah confused them by giving them many languages, thus widely scattering them across the face of the earth. And all he's doing in Genesis 6 through 8 is telling you about Genesis 11. Okay? He's prophesying. You understand? He's telling you from the beginning, what he had to do in the end. And so another way he is dividing people is individually. Okay? In the home units and like I said, individually. Because see, it's wheat from the tear time. Yeah, that's what's going on. Wheat from the tear. And now if you unevenly yoked, it's not gonna work. You know, it's time for the flood waters to come, and if you ain't on that wave, you washed up. He said you will be burned. Okay, thrown into a pile. And so this is why getting together with someone in these times is a very serious consideration. Because they have to be for your betterment. Ain't no if, ands, or but unless you're not concerned with that at all. And, some of us, that's all we're concerned with. So it just depends on where you're at. But this is part 2 of the second day. Stay tuned for part 3.